I'm Jacob, this is the Preppers Bunker Outdoors, and today we're going to start filming for Operation Survival Downed Pilot. This is my buddy Zach.
How's it going?
He volunteered, he drove a long way to come out here and be miserable with me, and I appreciate it.
Anytime.
So what Operation Survival is, this is a 24-hour survival competition between 3 channels. His Survival, Gabe Humphreys, and myself, the Preppers Bunker Outdoors, and then Junkyard Fox. So what is special about Operation Survival is these 3 channels are coming together. We're getting volunteers. We're going to show them a couple survival tricks, and they're going to be the highlight of the show, and this will be judged by a larger channels. So make sure that you comment below, like, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we win. But our scenario today focuses not on what is romantic about survival. Survival typically is about is really about staying put and getting found. And a large percentage of people who find themselves in a survival situation lose the will to live in 4 hours. Once you've lost the will to live, it's close to game over. With that being said, the vast majority of people who find themselves in survival situations who stay put and actively try to be found are found within 3 days. So what we're going to do, our storyline here, is we're going to do a downed pilot scenario. It'll be a little bit different, but it'll go over a lot of the skills that you can use in a survival situation. This is not a video to teach you how to be a military dude and fight the enemy and escape from the enemy. This is us teaching a couple survival skills. More importantly, teaching you the survival mindset, because you have to have that will to survive, and using a military storyline to make it enjoyable. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, fall in. We gotta take roll.
It's just us here.
Shut up, Cheryl.
All right.
All right, it's just us. It's Operation Survival. Got a little pilot trip here. Now, I ain't a pogue, and I ain't a leg, so I'm not giving a 5-paragraph op order. We'll go over the XEC. Alright. Mission. We're flying a plane from point A to point B.
Which plane is that?
Need to know, Cheryl. Enemy. Everybody. We're flying over hostile territory. Terrain sucks. It's Kentucky. Troops. You're looking at them. Time will SP 10 minutes after your final pack layout. Civilian considerations. Look, Cheryl, we're not here to kill people. We're here to fly a plane, so don't be killing anybody. At all. Alright. So, there's our map. A few key points and features that you need to know.
Who drew your map there?
Alright, Cheryl. You got a map in your pack that I printed out for you. My children are homeschooled. My wife said it'd be a good idea for the geography project to do the big map. And I told them they screwed it up. They're going back to the box.
The box? Actually, forget it. Don't want to know. Go ahead.
Alright, Cheryl, so I need you to pay close attention. The points on this map are not marked on your map, because if they were and they fell in the wrong hands, it'd be a liability. what you need to know is that these stars are supply drop-off points. They are the supplies that you will need to fit in with local nationals and get to a pickup point. Pickup points are here and here. We have local nationals that are embedded, and if our plane goes down for 24 hours, they will be here looking to pick us up. If we do not get to them in 24 hours, we no longer exist. A couple things you need to know. The Houchins Ferry. It's only about 3/4 of a mile from a supply drop-off point. Temple Hill Cemetery is the highest point along the Green River, around mile marker 186, or First Creek Lake. And our pickup point here is on Indian Creek Trail. I need you to pay attention to this map, because if we go down, this is what we're going to need to know. Now, each of these supply drop-off points are right off of the river behind a bluff. So as you're floating down that river, or walking along that river, you will see a bluff behind which will be our supply cache. Alright, Cheryl, lay out your gear, and once we're done, we'll FP in 10 miles.
We just did like 3 layouts with the exact same gear we already have. First off, I'd like to give a big thanks to the sponsors that made this possible. Bark River Knives with their JX6 should be a lot of fun to use for sure. I'm looking forward to that. The Dragonfire Tinderbox. This little guy is going to be a lifesaver, especially on a day like today when everything is soaking wet, including ourselves. Looking forward to using that for sure. The One Tigress poncho here, nice and super lightweight. And again, a day like today, pouring down rain, this thing is also going to be a lifesaver. So these 3 items are huge, should be really awesome. All right, other stuff we got, just some regular trash bags. So the reason for these is we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the water. Everything needs to be waterproof and everything needs to float. So we're going to be using these to make those things possible. Life straw, this is going to be kind of a run and gun type of thing. We're not going to have time or the equipment to stop and boil water. So life straw is going to be huge. Paracord, obviously use that for all kinds of good stuff. The survival tabs, these should be interesting to try out. Supposedly they're pretty packed full of nutrients and stuff, so we'll see how those go. The Hidden Woodsman Possibles pouch is kind of going to be holding most of this stuff together. Super awesome there. And the Hidden Woodsman Day Ruck is going to be what everything's in. Of course, we have our VS17 panel and just a basic fire steel, and then map up the area, and that's pretty much all we got. So for this particular trip, the Operation Survival trip, we're kind of limited on the amount of stuff that we would have, just kind of the bare basics here. There are a lot of things that would be nice to have, and realistically a lot of things that we would probably have anyway. You know, a bottle, something to boil water in, you know, different things like that would be nice to have. And but for this particular application, we're limited to kind of just the basic stuff, which is why we don't have more gear than what you see here. So just to kind of give you an idea of how little we really have here, everything that was laid out on the table just a minute ago, obviously with the exception of the poncho and the trash bags, is in this little Possibles pouch. So super minimalist. We're going lightweight for sure.